So I've already shown how you go from hydrogen ion concentration to pH. The reverse is a slightly different calculation when you're going from pH to hydrogen ion concentration. So your formula for hydrogen ion concentration is 10 to the negative of the pH value. So quite literally, you're going to raise 10 to the negative 10.25 if we're looking at A. Now, this can be a little bit tricky to figure out how to type this in your calculator. I've explored, and I'm not sure. There might be a couple different methods here for me to use, but here's what I'm looking for, and I might ask you to look for too. You can see 10 to the x. It's my second function on my log button. So if I hit Shift log, see it prompts me, it goes 10 to the raised to the power of. So I have to make sure I get negative 10.25 in there. If I put 10.25 in there, I'm going to get a massive number. Remember, when we're looking for hydrogen ion concentrations, they're generally 1 mole per liter or less. So I'm going to go negative 10.25, close the bracket if you feel better about it, and then hit equals. Now, this has given me a very small number. If you think about that logically, a pH of 10.25 is in the basic end of the pH scale, which means you're going to have a really low hydrogen ion concentration, because the lower the hydrogen ion concentration, the less acidic it is. So I got to pay attention to my exponent here. So I end up with 5.62 times 10 to the negative 11, and we do have units here, moles per liter, so it's a concentration of hydrogen ions. Other ways you might choose to type this into your calculator, and I don't know if mine will do this, but you can literally type 1, 0 for 10, and then if you have that raised to the power of button, the caret button, whatever you want to call it, the exponent button, you can use it. Just make sure you're using an option that lets you type in a decimal number. I know with some particular calculators, when you go to type in an exponent that has a decimal, some of them will give you grief if you're trying to use a decimal. So watch out for that. So this might be a button that some of you need on your calculator. And of course, I just paused the video and checked, and I do see a button on my calculator. It's this x to the power of. So if I hit 10 and then that raise, I can hit this button and opt to type in the exponent. So same thing, just make sure it's negative 10.25. I'll end my bracket, hit equals, and then you get 5.62 times 10 to the minus 11, the same value.